All right, folks, we're in the third and final match of the third week. And we just to give a quick recap, we won the first two matches pretty comfortably. My first opponent couldn't clear me, Gildehook, and the second opponent, Fuge, cleared me, but with about 50 banners less. So pretty comfortable victory. My opponent this time is Strange Loop, a really good roster. It's from the Guild Old Gadgets Continued, and about 5.7 million GP. And look at the number of defensive holds that they have, 279. Offensive battles won is 580, which is very close to the amount that I have as well. I think I've got about 560 something offensive wins and 280 something defensive wins. So very similar offensive and defensive record as me. And last season they were in Khyber. They were at Khyber ranked 33. So really good player. And they reached out to me a little earlier this week when they found out that I was in the same group, and said that they were, they follow my videos, and they really like to just keeping an update on whether we're going to meet up in the finals or not. And then we, as we finally met up in the finals, we started interacting in Discord to try to see what we can do to make things interesting. Because Strange Loop, just like me last season, they got into Khyber with a pretty good win record. But this season, they've also had a loss, just like me. So Strange Loop is open to trying out something new and interesting to make it a fun video. So we went back and forth on Discord, and we decided to do a theme. We talked about 2 or 3 different ones, and we finally locked on one particular one. So let me talk a little bit about what we are planning to do for you guys today. So this is the theme that we guys agreed on doing. We decided to do a mixed dark side, light side alignment battle. And what that means is basically both on defense and offense, we're going to have either 3 dark side and 2 light side characters, or 3 light side and 2 dark side characters in the team for the character battles. That's basically what we're going to force ourselves to put on offense and defense, both of us. And we're going to see how far we can get and what kind of creative comps we can come up with. So that's for the character section. And also, if we decide to go undersized, then we'll probably then what we've decided on is we'll go, if it's undersize of 3, we'll go with 3. We can go with 3 of the same alignment, dark or light, but the 4th one would have to be the other alignment. So the first 3 have to be of the same alignment. The next 1 or 2 have to be of the different alignment. So that's what we decided for the character section. And similarly for ships, we decided, since we have 7 ships apart from the cap ship, we decided 4 of them from one alignment, either dark side or light side, and the other 3 from the other alignment. So for both ships and character section, we're going with almost a 50-50 split between dark side, light side. And we're trying to see how far we can go and whether we can come up with some interesting factions. Now, obviously, a theme like this, it rules out the synergy from a lot of these faction-based teams like Sith Empire, like General Skywalker, like Night Sisters and Ewoks and Troopers. All of these guys rely heavily on all 5 being on the same faction. So it'll be interesting to see, since we are forced to split these factions up, it'll be interesting to see what kind of kit synergies we can come up with between the light side and the dark side. So that's going to be the theme for this Grand Arena match. Let's go over and take a look at the board itself. So obviously, given that both of us are used to setting really tough defense, I don't anticipate many of the teams to be undersized. I think the undersized portion might come in when we're trying to go in and clean up. And there's going to be plenty of cleanup. There's a high chance that neither of us is able to clear the other's board. But at this stage, we are really not that worried about banners or even winning. At least I'm not, which is the reason that both of us agreed to go in this specific theme. I think at this point, I just want to go and get some. It's a battle for ideas for me at this stage. I want to just go in, get some really interesting thoughts in there for defense, and get to see what kind of creative ideas my opponent comes up with for me to fight on offense. So I'm really excited about this. I haven't been this excited about a Grand Arena match in a long time, because not only am I going for a theme, my opponent also is enforcing the similar theme on himself. So we're fighting on equal footing. Both of us are equally matched in terms of roster as well as skill. And I'm quite excited about this. I think it's going to be a really nice creative exchange of ideas. So this video might go on a little long because I'll be explaining some of the defensive and offensive concepts a little more. We'll be talking a lot about faction synergy, but I think that's fine. I think it's going to make for an interesting video. So on defense, what I've kept is I still decided to keep my Darth Revan on defense, even though it is a very flexible team to take on offense. And it may be a mistake, but let's see whether my opponent is able to do anything against it. So what I've done is I've taken Darth Revan, Malak with HK47. Those are the three with Sith Empire, 3 Dark. And the 2 light side characters that I've gone with are Mission and Zalbar. Now, Zalbar has got great synergy with Malak because Malak is 100% health. So anytime that he takes damage, Zalbar is going to taunt. So there's almost like an auto taunter situation out there, which means he gets retribution, which means Mission gets to counter and apply daze and all of that. And Malak keeps recovering back to full health pretty often, which is why it's a good synergy that these guys have. We do lose out on some of the All Sith Empire synergy from Darth Revan's lead, but I felt it was worth it to keep this team on defense. I've kept Kira over here as well with 3 bounty hunters. Now Kira, apart from the bounty hunters, Kira is the best leader for scoundrels, I felt. And I decided to go with, my Bosk is reasonably fast at 317. So I decided to go with the Bosk in there with Boba and Dengar. So 3 bounty hunters under Kira and a Zeta Han. Now Han, his unique means that he, while he's prepared, he has a chance to assist during every scoundrel ally's turn. And that includes any of the scoundrel bounty hunters as well. All right, looks like my opponent has started attacking me, which is great to see. So it's actually a good time to talk about my third team down here, which is going to be what I've done is I've broken up my 501st clones, and I've kept Ark and Echo under Shark T. So those are the 3 light side characters, and the 2 dark side characters that I've gone with are Spirit and Sith Empire Trooper. I wanted a pre-taunter in there because these 3 guys, the 3 light side characters, don't have a tank. So I wanted to keep Sith Empire Trooper in there. And so he's in there along with a hard hitter like Spirit. So I'll be curious to see what my opponent takes against that particular battle. And I'm surprised that my opponent decided to go for the top zone rather than the bottom zone. So it'll be interesting to see how they do against this. So that's the top zone. I'll come back to it a little later to see how my opponent has performed. Down below, what I've done is I've kept 2 relatively tougher teams. I've kept so with Grievous, it's a pretty easy thing to do. I mean, when you're deciding about light side squad to take in with Grievous, BB-8 is already a very popular light side droid that you're taking with Grievous, and in a lot of good teams he's already in there. So it was natural for me to put BB-8 in there. And for the 5th, because I already have 3 dark side, I needed a 5th light side ally. So 57. So my opponent got 57 against Shark T, which is good. I just hope he took something really tough against that. Let's see if he attacks any zone down below. So yeah, so for the 5th over here for the Grievous squad, I took in T3M4, who is also a large side droid, and he will be able to apply, increase the critical damage for Grievous, which means that there will be a little extra damage that Grievous will have over here. Down below, I've kept Newt with a couple of Separatist droids and with Nest. Nest is a very popular combo to put under Newt, so nothing new out there. And I've kept L3 over there to act as a pre-taunter and to give Newt a little more time to spread extortion around. So nothing new in these 2 teams. We already see some variation of this already in Grand Arena. See if my opponent has done anything else. Not yet. 57 banners. Okay. And then down here, I've kept my 2 most different teams out here at the back. I've kept a revive-based team at the top. So that's going to be Asajj, Daka, and Zombie. And I have both Jedi Knight Anakin and Jolie in there. Now, Asajj is... Anakin has been used quite frequently with the Night Sisters in the Sith raid. specifically. There's really not much usage of Anakin with sisters in Grand Arena, primarily because he's so good under Padme or under a Jedi squad. But because of the fact that there's so many revives in this team and because the characters keep going under 50% health, Jedi Knight Anakin will be going quite a lot. So that's the concept around this team. And it's difficult to decide exactly who you're going to target over here because you can't target either Asajj or Daka first because Zombie is going to give them 2 free revives. If you target Jedi Knight Anakin and take him out first, then Jolie is just going to revive him back. If you target Jolie, there's a chance that Daka revives him back, and Zombie is obviously going to be reviving all the time. So I'm hoping that this team ramps up enough to do enough damage. And you'll really need a control team to really take this team out effectively. So that's the goal behind that team. And down below, I have a variation of the Rex Wampa Talzin team, which was popular a couple of years ago, I think. So this is a team that I had come up with way back when I just unlocked Wampa. I was a big fan of the Wampa, and I used to run the Wampa Discord server for a while as well before it transitioned over to Clash's Scoundrel server. I ran it for about a year, and I really popularized this particular concept of the Rex, Talzin, and Wampa. I put a video out on Reddit which got about 25,000 views, I think, about this particular team, the Mother Talzin team, I called it, autoing almost every single team, every single meta team at that time, whether it was JTR or EP or the Titans team or Night Sisters. This team would basically auto every single one. Obviously, the kits have changed a lot since then. Relics have been introduced. The clones have been reworked. Both Rex and Fives kit have been reworked. So things are different right now. But I wanted to just test this team again on defense to see how it's going. Now, the Rex is reasonably fast of mine, 307. Plus with the boost that the 12% speed bump that he'll get because of the 251st, Rex is going to end up going first, put Tenacity up, and the rest of my team is almost going to end up going next. Since it's a really fast team. Unless you bring in somebody like a Storm, like a Han to stun Rex, this team is guaranteed going to end up going first. So what's going to happen is Rex is going to go up first, put Tenacity up so the team is free from debuffs and all of that. Wampa and Talzin are going to go and call and put Plague and Daze on the board, and Daze can't be dispelled because there's Plague on the board as well. So unless they get healed, they can't dispel any of the debuffs. Fives is going to go and call someone to assist, and if he calls Talzin to assist, then Talzin's basic is going to end up applying, doing an AoE on all the Plague on the board. If he calls Wampa to assist, he's going to end up gaining turn meter and go again. So the taunt is going to get up on the board almost immediately with Fives, and at the same time, old Ben is going to end up going next. And he's going to end up reducing turn meter to everyone and hopefully ability blocking. So this team has got plenty of control right off the bat. Right when you start, the team is going to end up controlling the board. And after on Old Ben's second turn, he's going to come up with a second taunt. So there's going to be 2 taunts on this team. There's going to be Plague on the board, Daze on the board, and all the while Rex will be ramping up to do his big Annihilate, and Wampa will be ramping up as well. So let's see if the Mother Talzin team still holds up to what used to happen a couple of years ago. So really curious about how this team performs. So that's my defense. I don't think my opponent has gone yet. They've just had one battle. Yep. And at the back over here for ships, what I did was I kept my So on the ships, I've decided to go ahead with the Malevolence. And the starting lineup over here is I've kept the Vulture Droid, the Hyena Bomber, and Sunfac. And as a reinforcement, I'm calling in my Houndstooth. I found that the Houndstooth combination under Malevolence is a tough thing for Negotiator fleets to take out, assuming my opponent uses Negotiator on offense. And then the 2 light side ships that I've called in are Plo Koon, as well as I think it's Karth's ship. Those are the 2 light side ships that I've called in. I don't have a slot for the 7th ship, obviously, since my Malevolence is only 5-star. But those are the 6 that I'm going for on defense. I've kept my my Negotiator on offense without Houndstooth, but I also have my my Rebel fleet, and I'm hoping that my Rebel fleet is able to take out Negotiator if they've kept it on defense. And if they have any other ship on defense, then my negotiator should be able to take care of them. I think even without Houndstooth, it should be fine. So that's what I've kept on defense for ships. All right. Now, let's take a quick look at my opponent's defenses. So up top, they've kept their Zombie and Asajj along with the clones, Rex, Fives, and Echo. So there's going to be tons of synergy over there. These guys are going to be going to be going pretty often. And Rex's Annihilate is something that I need to think about how I want to handle that. And then similar to me, my opponent has decided to go with BB-8 with the GG. With General Grievous, and they've kept L3 over here instead of me keeping T3. L3 is a good option as well. I would have probably kept L3 as well, since there's a pre-taunt option over there. I think L3 is better if you already have a Zeta on her. She's really good in this team in that particular situation, since she equalizes health. And then they've kept a Newt squad with Dooku and Droidica, and the two light side squads that they've kept is Chase, which is Chirrut and Baze, which is decent enough. But I think this one is probably the weakest of these three teams out here. Should be easy enough to control with. I'm thinking maybe Geos with a couple of light side allies. Let's see. So that's the top zone, which is blocking off ships, and down below they've kept. I think the toughest team is the one on top, which is going to be the really relicked up bounty hunter squad with Django in there, 305 Django, relic 3, and there's a 314 speed Bosk, which is going to get a 30 speed bump over there, and a really fast and damage build of Boba as well with 275 speed. So 3 relic bounty hunters with the relic nest as well. And they've kept Kira in here. I'm not sure why. They could have kept any other ally, but maybe Kira to. She's a weak Kira, but she probably calls assists and has some amount of unique, which might benefit some allies as well. So that's Kira in there. So this is going to be a tough team. So I have to think about what I want to take over here while still saving enough for the back. And down below, they've kept their Jedi and Basti lead, which means that the Jedi are going to get a 15% speed bump right away, so they're all going to go first. And they've kept Wampa 1000 over here as well, similar to what I have done. So Wampa 1000, if you're mixing up factions and like this, then Wampa 1000 are actually a really good combination. The Wampa is not that relic up, so I'm not that worried about it, but I need to take the right team to control it, especially because I know that all 3 of the Jedi are going to go before me. Yoda is also very fast, 300 speed, which means with the 15% speed bump, probably close to 345 speed. So I'll have to think about what I want to take against these guys. And with the bonus protection up, I won't be able to land any debuffs, at least initially, till I eat through the protection. So I have to think about what I want to take against that. There's no tank over there, so I think I should be able to target whoever I want. But let me think about what I want to take against that. So that's the zones for defense and offense. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, see if my opponent goes any more and gets a chance to attack any more. And then I'm going to decide what I want to do. Most likely I'll clear the zone down below, see what's at the back, and then decide to take something up top over here. Quite excited about this because these teams are quite creative on defense. And I think I'm going to have fun taking out at least a couple of these, all of these teams. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll give it a few hours. I'll go in and start the attack phase after that. Catch you guys soon. Okay, so we're back now after a little while. It's about 2.5 hours left in the attack phase, and neither of us have gone yet. I think Strange Luke mentioned that he had this battle just because he wanted to complete some stun quests. But apart from that, I think he's also waiting it out. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and proceed with my attack stage since I can't wait anymore. I really don't mind losing this particular battle since it's going to be a really interesting match. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to take these teams out. Now I'm going to go first with the Bounty Hunter squad. They have Nest in there, but the Bounty Hunters are highly relic, so I need someone with high damage to do it. So I'm thinking of taking my CLS squad in there. All of these guys have counter chance, and since you've got at least 2 AoEs over there, 2 or 3 AoEs, these guys are going to do some retribution and counter them to death. That's the hope. Plus, we've got some stun with both Chewbacca and Dooku, um, as well as Han Solo to control these guys. And I'm hoping that the damage from these guys will be enough for Nest. So let's go and see. First Order Stormtrooper is just there as a tank to take in some extra damage and hopefully give some turn meter to the team as well. Also got counter chance. Now, so the three light side over here is obviously Silas, Han, and Chewie, and then the two dark side. Dooku is great at control, especially with the stuns and ability block on basic. So let's go ahead, see if this does the job against the bounty hunters. I'm going to let's see, should I stun? Let me try to get rid of Bosk or Django. Let me try to get rid of Bosk. So Dooku has got guard, which I did not anticipate, but it's good enough. So who's this? This is Dooku, right? All right, what should I do? I think I'm gonna go do this to see if I can land a stun. Excellent. Dooku's really powerful. So unfortunately, I'm ability blocked over here, but let's do this. Let's see if we can't take out Django. I want to land a big hit on Nest. Ooh. I should have probably taken out Django. That was a mistake. Let's see if we can't work on Django to take him out. Big stun on Nest. Ooh, that's good. That's good. So Nest got taken out, so we don't have to worry about her. Now we just need to see if we can't recover some protection and health. Not full, but at least it was one shot. Yeah, losing Dooku was unfortunate. Could have saved him if I'd taken out Django initially. All right. Now for this one, I want to save all my best squads for the back. Since I've already taken out the Dooku, since I've already used up CLS over here. So I'll probably, this team doesn't have a tank. It does have Plague in there, so I'll need someone with healing. And there's not much damage apart from Wampa. And Wampa also is not relic, so not much of an issue. So I think I'll take in I'm planning to save my Basti to use with the General Skywalker. Just because there's tons of offense and damage which comes from that team. So I think I'll just take in my Grandmaster Yoda and the Jedi Knight Revan with Barris for some healing, and then the two dark side characters I want to take in Sith Marauder is just someone who hits hard, and Sunfak, who can dispel on basics because the enemy team is going to have tons of buffs. So let's go ahead and take this and see if this works against the team. So I do get to go first. I want to see if who should I take out first, Wampa or Talzin? Maybe Talzin, because she will probably get Plague, which will get our health down. Let me see if I can't attack Wampa. Okay, let's do a basic over here, and let's go after Wampa to try to finish him off. There we go. Wampa's down. Now I'm going to dispel some taunt over here and dispel some buffs whenever he counters. Wasn't able to counter, so he's probably going to end up being useless. Let's start working on Ezra. Let's pass this on to Yoda. Let's do this, spread some buffs around. And let's focus down on Ezra and get rid of him. And now it's just a matter of getting Basti down. Now I don't know if I'll be able to recover full health and full protection on all of them. But let's at least try working on Yoda. And maybe Barris when we get a chance. Let's call Barris. Let's do this. This will probably finish them off. Let's do this, put some buffs around, try to delay it as a bit. No, can't delay it anymore. Okay, so 58 banners there. Let's go, so 52 and 58, but both those were one shot, and I only used up one meta team. All right, so this is great. So there's not no scary meta teams at the back that I was anticipating. I was thinking there might be a Darth Revan over here for sure. There is a Malak here, which is why I did not want to use my first order in the front. So that Malak, so first order can probably be used to clean up that Malak squad. And for the others, so there's an evasion based squad over there. There's tons of foresight in that team with Old Ben lead, and there's Daka in there who's going to help to revive revive Spirit. So that's an interesting team, but nothing too dangerous. I think the most dangerous team over here is probably going to be the two teams up top over here, which is going to be the Rex counter, the Rex lead, with Zombie and Asajj, and then there's going to be the Grievous squad. So let's think about what we want to take against those. Okay, I think we have a plan in place. So here's what we're going to do. Now the first team, let's stack the toughest team first. That's going to be the Rex, Echo and Fives team with the two Night Sisters. There's going to be tons of revives on that, and we need survivability because this team is going to go first. The Rex is fast. 305, and with the bonuses it'll be probably more than 330, 340. So they're going to go first. So what I want to do is I want to use Watt over here along with Padme, Kenobi and C-3PO. I'm going to give the taunting tech to Kenobi so that he keeps taunting all the time, and he's going to go pretty frequently, so he's going to recover tons of protection as well. And I'm going to keep Django in there just for that extra damage because I think I need him to go around taunt and execute Asajj before she does too much damage. And there's tons of dispels on that team. There's obviously Asajj who can dispel. There's Echo who can dispel. So that's why I need a steady taunt in there, which is why I want Watt in there with Kenobi. So, and C-3PO's expose can come in handy as well. So let's take this in, see if we're able to do anything with it. So first thing I want to do is give the taunting tech to Kenobi so that he can taunt a bit. Alright, now I want to give the damage tech to Django. Let's do this. Won't be able to apply burning, but let's see if we can't start working down on Asajj. Let's give this to Kenobi. Let's do this. Now very soon we're going to get Rex's big Annihilate move up, which is why we need to let's give this to C-3PO. He needs to survive. So which is why we need to get rid of Rex as soon as we can, with the clones. Let's do this. I want to get rid of Zombie once. Now let's see if we can't get Fives out. Oh, There we go. There's his annihilated ability. And we may not. This is actually a pretty annoying team. We may have to. Let's see what we can do. Let me at least try to get a Sarge down. Oh, this is too much. I probably might not be able to complete this this zone. There's just not these guys go just too frequently. And there was a dodge again. Big hit, not enough. All right, let's at least sacrifice this guy. Okay, this will have to be a cleanup. Okay, so we're going to come back to that team. I want to take out the Grievous squad first, or at least attempt to take it out. Now the Grievous squad is going to go first because of BB-8. So I'm going to try for this team. There's General Skywalker in there who's going to be under Bastilla lead, which means he'll have tons of offense. And with Hermit Yoda giving out Master's Training, he should be hitting hard. I've got a couple of other snipers in there, Probe Droid and Savage, dark side guys who might help to take out some of these guys. Main thing is I need General Skywalker to survive enough to be able to take out Grievous. So let's see if this team works. So they're going to go first, apply tons of debuffs. Ooh, Probe Droid got taken out. That wasn't good news. So let's just keep this guy alive. Okay, so this is going to kill off L3. And Yoda is almost gone as well. Let's give this to him. This might be a cleanup as well, but at least let's try to get down as many people as we can. Okay, so it's just up to him now. Let's see what this guy can do. Probably not much. Okay, let's see if we can't at least take out BB-8. Almost. A little bit more survived and he would have had another shot. Okay, so we'll have to clean that up with something. So 2 mismatches over here. But we knew it was going to be dirty. So let's go back in and see what we want to use against those 2 teams to clean them out. All right. Let me go ahead and try to clear off the zone below, so we at least get points for that, even if we're not able to clear the zone up top. I want to take in, let's see, I think against the evasion squad up top, I think I'm going to take in a control squad EP with Basti, and I might not need Thrawn in there. I can probably save Thrawn for another cleanup. So I'm going to take in another dark side guy. Well, let's see who else might be best suited for this. Yeah, definitely a dark side guy. Maybe Vader. All right, I think Vader might be the best suited over here. So since there are quite a few Jedi over there, 1 Jedi and okay. So let's go in with the control squad EP. And we've got a couple of other characters up here, Finn and Poe. They've got good synergy together, and they inflict tons of debuffs. So that should give a lot of debuffs for Palp to gain turn meter on as well. So let's take this in. We should go first because of Vader. And let's start the turn meter train rolling. Let's prevent this guy from taunting. Let's get some fear out. And let's get some buff immunity. Not yet. Let's see if we can't try to take out Daka. And ability block Kenobi. And let's do a shock over here so she doesn't gain foresight. Shock on this guy as well. And let's keep working on Daka. All right, let's do an ability block over here, deflected. So that's the evasion. Let's do another one. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. So we've got a couple of guys who are who've got taunt on. So we've got the battle in control. She hits hard, so I'm going to try to inflict some fear there. Let's land some stuns and try to get rid of Daka as soon as we can. Some shock over here. Okay, there we go. Daka's gone. Let's keep working on her. Some more shock over here. Let's get rid of her while we can. Fear on her. Some stuns. All right. So battle is in control. Okay, so I think we'll get 15-9 banners over here. All right. So after 2 messes, we managed to clean this up reasonably efficiently. Let's clear up this zone, and then we'll go and see what we want to take up top to clean up these guys. So against the Dengar lead, I'll probably go with my first order, just because there's Malik in there with a lot of healing. So I'm going to go in with my first order with the Jedi Training Ray for healing immunity, and the Stormtrooper Han in there. I think of all the people in there, the only guy who can dispel is going to be Malik. So I'm going to go in with Stormtrooper Han and Jedi Training Ray for the healing immunity, and then the 3 first order guys to be able to control them a little better. Let's see if this works. I want to first land a stun on Malik, and then let's do this and see if we can't land a stun on Dengar. There we go. And let's start working on Barris. All right. I'm going to do an AoE. Why did he dip below? Oh, that's because Malik is in there. Man, I shouldn't have done an AoE. That was my mistake. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have taken in this guy at all. Let's try to control mission. And take out some turn meter from Malik, which didn't work. Let's do an AoE now, since anyway that guy's taunting. Let's hit Zalbar. No stun yet. Let's remove this. He's gonna get feared. Okay, let's keep working on Zalbar. let's apply healing immunity so it doesn't heal from that. All right, let's keep working on him. No stun yet. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to try to at least take out Zalbar. He's creating tons of problems over here. Malik is going with his drain. Let's keep working on Zalbar. Okay, Zalbar is down, so that's great. Let's get rid of Paris. Keep the taunt on crew. So try to see if we can't land a stun. Let's clear that. All right, plenty of control. Let's do this to mission. Let's do this. And let's try to finish off. Excellent. So now we are in control. Let's save the stun for now. Okay, so that's down with mission. Now let's work on Dengar. Stun Malik. About a minute left. We might have to go through a Malik over here before we can touch Dengar. Okay, let's speed this up. We need to really get Malik out of the way. Okay, big hit. Healing immunity. Another locked healing immunity. Let's do a basic. Stun. Stun again. 39 seconds. Not good. This is the only chance we have to get rid of Malik. Maybe I should have gotten in my Nihilus. Big hit, almost done. Come on. 8 seconds. 4. Oh, that was so close. Okay, we'll have to clean that up as well. Who do we have? We've lost our Savage as well. We'll have to take in a B squad to clean that up. What resistance do I have? I've used up both my leaders, all my leaders in fact, from the resistance. So those guys are not going to work. I do have some heavy hitters in resistance though, so maybe I can use these guys. What did I want to use against? Let's clear off this zone over here first, or at least this the new team. I'm going to use Geos for the new team, and I'm going to use 2 heavy hitters along with them. Okay, so they're all going to go first, but I'm going to try to get the 2 rebels down before I attack Newt and team. There we go. Now let's get rid of Dooku. Let's do a basic over here. Okay, get rid of him. All right, this should do it. Okay, it'll probably be 57 banners. All right, now let's clean up the team down below. Then we can throw everything that we have against these two teams up top. What do we want to use against it? I think I'll just go with my resistance squad. Got a stun in there. We don't have any leaders in here. Now let me save these two. Let's see which other leaders I have. Maybe I can use a universal leader. You know what? I should use Sidious because he's got healing immunity on his basic. And then what attackers do I have? I need someone like this to clear debuffs. I need a heavy hitter. Who else? Who else can I take? Jin for stun. Maybe I should use Jin lead. Nah, let me save Jin for a potential Grievous cleanup. Who else do I have from resistance? Maybe I can just use up those guys. And let me go with R2 for a stun on basic. Okay, these guys. Let's see if these guys are able to get the job done. Let's stun him. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. So he's done. And we should be able to finish this guy off pretty comfortably. And not before he stole some banners from us. Okay, there we go. So 37 banners there. Now we need to clean up the two zones up top. So this is extremely messy, but that's what we signed up for. So the top team is going to be the tougher one. I think I'm going to take in my Treya against the team up top. Because I need that isolate on zombie to be able to finish off the other guys. And then what else do I have left? I've got troopers, I've got Ewoks who can probably clean up the team down below. I have to try to one-shot. As in, at least get a maximum of 2 kills, not 3 kills. So Treya definitely for the team up top. Isolate zombie and then work on the others. So let's see, who all do I have? Do I need Nihilus? I do need a tank though. I have Scion. What other tanks do I have? Let's get a pre-taunter. And let's take a couple of light side guys now for the cleanup. Who else do I need? Need someone hard hitting. I need to take out Rex first. Let's do this. And who else do I have who hits hard? Maybe I can take in the Resistance brothers. Try to clean them up and to get a little healing done. Let's do it with this team, see if they do anything. Alright, let's pass this over to Finn so that he can apply some buff immunity. This is the one with buff immunity, no days. Inflict buff immunity, okay. Alright, now let's keep working on Rex. Let's do this. Let's just take out Rex first. Let's do that so that in case he annihilates anyone, it's going to be... There we go. Okay, so this team is done. Yeah, unfortunately, couldn't do anything much to it. It was a double cleanup. And I'll probably end with the 35 banners maybe. I'll have to kill a Sarge twice. Okay, and this should heal up these guys a little bit, not much. Okay, let's do a second death on a Sarge, and then we should be good. Buff immunity, not with this one. That one I think is for stagger. All right, so the other one, now we have to think what to do with the Grievous squad. Let's pass this back to Poe. Let's keep working on him, on her. Heal up some more. Ooh, she hits hard, especially for a G12 character, G11 character. She hits extremely hard. But let's heal up a little bit and finish her off. It's taking a while. That must be the second death. Yep. Now we need to keep working towards the fourth and final death. All right. Some buff immunity. And now this one should kill them off. This was I got to hand it to my opponent, Strange Loop. This was an interesting team. Very tough to take out. Definitely enjoyed playing against that. 35 banners. Okay, was double shot. Alright, so now this final team. Now again, for this cleanup, I'll need to take in 3 light side, 2 dark side, or 3 dark side, 2 light side. What characters do I have left? I've got Nihilus, who's good. I've got Vandor, who can help recover some protection. I've got the Geos. I've got a few good tanks as well. And I've got Thrawn lead. So I think Thrawn definitely should be important for fracturing. And then I'll need a few people to take down B2 really fast, B1 really fast, because it's going to be tons of stacks. So what I might do is I might go with my Evox. This is going to be interesting. I'll take in my 3 Evox. Chirpa lead, Wicket, and maybe I don't need Paplu. Who's the one who calls a mass assist? Not Paplu. Is it Logray? I think it is Chirpa who calls a mass assist. That's fine. I think I'll just take in these guys. Maybe Paplu, he's a little bit more sturdy. And then I'm going to take in two dark side. That's going to be Thrawn and Nihilus. Those two are the best that I have remaining. Hopefully these guys should be able to do the job. I'm counting on my Ewoks to finish off B1 first. Ooh, man. was unfortunate. Maybe I should have sent in a burner team. I probably am gonna not be able to clean this up. My Evox has survived a little more, but I've probably cleaned it up. But as it stands now, these guys are not going to be able to do anything. So I need to go back in with something else, maybe troopers. Man, this is unfortunate. Who else do I have left? Yeah, both my control characters are gone, so I don't have anyone that I can really use for this. General Grievous is going to be tough to clean up. Okay. So now that I've already got 2 battles in there, let me take in some weak characters and see what the cooldown is at. Not much. I'll need a few more characters over here to really get the cooldowns down. Let's take in these guys. I need the AoE to go, Grievous's AoE, so that I can focus down on these guys. Too bad I've lost my Savage, my IPD, my my Thrawn, Nihilus. Those are really the characters that I need to be able to take this out. Let's go with Jin lead. Let's try that out. Jin lead with this one. Let's see what dark side I have. Maybe I can use I really need that fracture to be able to do anything. Well, maybe this. We need someone to stun, or at least reduce turn meter. Who else do we have who can reduce turn meter? Maybe we take Death Trooper to sort of inflict Death Mark once we get rid of, but we need to get rid of B1 first. Let's go with this. Let's see if we can't land a stun on Grievous, or at least remove his turn meter. Let's keep working on him. Let's save the removing turn meter thing for now. Okay, so he survived. Let's see if we can't stun him. Let's keep going over here. 44. Probably won't be able to clear B1. Yep. Close. 20 stacks. So close. Now it's going to reset back to 100. All right. What else can we do? I'm just going to take the rest of my troopers in, see if I can't call a mass assist. Let's just see if they're at least able to take down B1. Okay, Veers is gone. Or Stark. Veers is gone. Mass assist. Let's keep going. Excellent. Okay, so I managed to take down that guy. Man, that mark would have really come in handy over here. I don't know if I'll be able to clear Grievous now. Yeah, Death Mark would have really come in handy over here. Or a stun. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can take against a lone Grievous. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I took all my troopers in there, and I should have used a 3 light side, 2 dark side, or the other way around. But yeah, I think it's right now it's just at a cleanup stage. I don't think I'll be able to do anything much against it. It's probably going to be a lost battle. Thermals, maybe we can... Oh, we don't have Zam anymore, right? We do have a Cat Bane who can inflict some stun, but nobody to remove turn meter. Nope, I don't think we'll be able to clear the zone. Let's just go with our rebels, see if we can't hit something big over here. Wedge. And this one. And then let's take a few dark side characters. Big hitters. Let's go with this one and this one. Okay, let's try to at least see if we can't take down oh, excellent. Big hit. We'll have to do it bit by bit. Expose is something which needs to work for us, but I don't think we'll be able to get any expose out here. Nope, this is expose or thermals is what is really going to help clean up a Grievous, but nah, I don't think it's going to. I don't think we're going to clear the zone. We have absolutely nothing left. Let's see. Savage. I wish I had saved my Savage or Thrawn even. Yeah, let's just throw stuff at it and see if we can't get something at least. Let's. Nah, that's just there's just no damage on left for me. Let's remove some turn meter. Let's call maybe I needed someone with a little more damage. I think I may have to time out over here once he comes below a certain amount of certain amount of protection or health. Let's do that. Let's time out over here, and then we're going to go back in with the next team. We'll have to keep doing that. I think we have to look at teams which can reduce turn meter and slowly go back in, reduce the turn meter, and then chip away at his health bit by bit so that we can finally pass him after a little bit of time. Because the moment he does an AoE, he'll recover all the health back. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video and wait for the thing to time out. Alright, so we have a few seconds left. Let's time this out and then see what else we can take against Grievous. He's probably going to do the AoE next, so he's probably going to refill a lot of his health. But let's see if we can't whittle him down slowly. Who else do we have who can reduce turn meter? Probably not a ton left. Let's see. Well, we do have this guy who can remove some turn meter. What is his potency for bounty hunters? Let's see. We have Sarge as well, who can reduce some turn meter. Let's see who else can we take in. Gonna take in Qui-Gon Jinn, who can reduce turn meter on basic. And then we need 2 dark side characters. Let's see. Dark side. Nah, this guy's too weak. Let's definitely take him in. Need some heavy hitters. Maybe Candrass. Wish I had my Vader. His lead would have been really useful over here. Maybe I'll go in with this guy. Or First Order. Let's go in with Candrass. I think he hits a little harder. Okay, let's see if this one does the job. So he's going to do an AoE. And he's gotten rid of that. Let's try to take him down as much as we can, reduce some turn meter. Nah, this is not going to go anywhere. Nah, I think I'm going to forfeit this. I've got... let's see if my opponent is attacked. Not yet. Might have been good to clear the zone at the top first, since there's more points at the top. What else am I going to do? What else can I take in against these guys? What about my Phoenix? I'm really throwing stuff at the wall right now. And then I need some dark side characters. Let's go with this guy and this guy. Nope. I forgot that he's going to do his AoE first. So I should actually take in a burner team to get rid of his AoEs. And then take in whatever I want to take in. Okay, now his AoE is gone. Now he will only have single target attacks. So, what can we take in over here? Probably no one. I don't think I have anyone left. Logray can remove turn meter. Completely forgot about him. right, let's take in which Old Republic do I have? Let's take in these two. Let's take in Vandor, Logray, and let's do this guy. I need an extra dark side. Okay, this should be it. 3 light side, 2 dark side. And there he goes. Let's do that. Let's reduce some turn meter. Nope. If I had Vader lead, I think I might have been able to pull it off. What I should have done is use my troopers first to clear off B1. And then gone with my Thrawn or Nihilus or something like that. Anyway, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to clear this zone. Let me just give it one final shot with whatever else I have left. But not going to work probably. Let's give prepared over to Vandor. Let's do that. There he goes. I should have used prepared on Vandor. Anyway, let's do that. Hide him. There she goes. That was actually a decent hit, decent size hit from Vandor. Alright, so this zone is done. I'm not going to be able to clear this. So all my opponent needs to do is clear me and he would have won pretty comfortably. And there he goes. He's starting his battles now. Yeah, I don't know if any of this is going to be able to hold. With multiple battles, you'll easily be able to beat these teams. It's not an issue. Yep. Okay, so it looks like we are not going to be able to clear this. Damn, I should have saved my Thrawn for after I exhausted the cooldowns. But anyway, it is what it is. Alright, so I'll give you guys an update shortly after my opponent has had a chance to go and clear my board. See you soon.